So let's talk about weather. Obviously, you don't want to take and bring your precious little plants out and put them into a system before your freezes are over with the season. Yes, you can take and do the cover, the greenhouse, the type of a setup that I have that I showed you pictures of, but it's entirely up to you. But so the temperature is going to be one thing that you have to pay attention to. Storms. When storms come through, you really need to make sure that you have your all of your taller plants that are reliant upon support. You need to have them tied and supported so that they are make sure that they're tomato clipped to your support strings, and so that they have a little bit of support. Wind is terrible to these types of gardens because they want to come along, they want to blow stuff out of the downspouts, and so make sure when the storms are forecasted, give them as much support as you possibly can. I remember last year, I show you a video of it right here. So just when I got my hydroponic garden set up on my back porch, hailstorms come through, and it beat the tar out of all of my plants, and they survived. I mean, they came back, but it snapped off a lot of things, and so we just had to recover from it. So you have to kind of be a little bit aware of that. You just like it would be doing it to everyday regular garden that would be in the dirt. But when you do have rainstorms that come through, you do need to pay attention to the fact that if your system has a tendency to, when it rains, absorb that water, maybe it gets in through those net cups, maybe it gets in and around some of those little openings in your pool noodles. It's going to add rainwater into your system. Most likely, it could fill up your basin. It's going to fill up your basin, and it's going to dilute your nutrient solution. So after a storm, you need to make sure that you come back and check to make sure that your nutrient solutions, your EC, everything, your pH is where it needs to be. So with this type of a system, this is always going to drain down into the basin. It's never going to flood my drain pipes. On the Cracky system, if it rains for an extended period of time into the buckets, it could drown your plants. So I've drilled the little holes right at the base of where the plant's net cup would be, so that it never will be able to fill up past that. It'll just keep draining out. So you have to pay attention to the weather and how it affects things. Wind, rain, sleet, and also with sun. You got to know what your plants like. If you take and read the packages that your seeds come in, they will tell you how much light and in direct sun that your plants want. And so, pay attention to your setup. You can't take and put lettuce out in full sun all day. It has a tendency to get really bitter when it starts hitting that serious heat. Lettuce and greens and spinach and bok choy and those types of things, they really like the cool temperatures. So there is a mix between sun and giving them shade in order that they just don't get totally baked. Tomatoes, peppers, some other things, they like a lot of sun, so take and put those in a place where they're going to get a lot of sun. So paying attention to the weather is something you need to be able to do in hydroponics, just that you would do in a regular garden, but you do have a little bit more safeguards with hydroponics.
So as always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Share our videos with others and start your own hydroponic garden. You can do it. Come grow with us.